Nurturing your inner garden, the essence of self-care. Have you ever found yourself caught in the whirlwind of life's demands, juggling responsibilities, meeting deadlines, and tending to everyone else's needs, only to realize that you've completely neglected your own well-being? In the midst of the chaos, it's all too easy to forget the most important relationship you'll ever have, the one with yourself. That's where the concept of self-care comes in, a practice that extends far beyond spa days and scented candles. Let's embark on a journey to demystify self-care, to unearth its profound essence that reaches deep into the core of who you are. Imagine your life as a beautiful garden, a space that requires tender care, attention, and nurturing. Just as you wouldn't expect a garden to flourish without consistent care, your inner world thrives when you cultivate a nurturing relationship with yourself. Beyond bubble baths, unveiling the true meaning of self-care. When the term self-care is mentioned, many minds often conjure images of luxurious bubble baths, soothing massages, and indulgent treats. While these activities can certainly be a part of self-care, they represent only the tip of the iceberg. Self-care encompasses a broad spectrum of practices that nurture your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual well-being. Imagine self-care as a palette of colors, each shade representing a unique way to care for yourself. Yes, there's the soft lavender of a calming bath and the warm glow of candlelight, but there's also the vibrant green of a brisk nature walk, the invigorating blue of a creative pursuit, and the rich red of spending quality time with loved ones. It's a holistic approach to nurturing yourself, a symphony of actions that harmonize to create a life that feels truly fulfilling. The dance of self-compassion, treating yourself like a close friend. At the heart of self-care lies a simple yet transformative concept, self-compassion. Just as you would extend kindness, understanding, and support to a close friend facing challenges, you must offer the same to yourself. It's easy to be our harshest critics, quick to judge our flaws and shortcomings. But what if we shifted our perspective and treated ourselves with the same gentleness we reserve for those we care about deeply? Think about the last time you felt overwhelmed or discouraged. Imagine speaking to yourself in that moment with the same words you'd use to comfort a friend. How would your inner dialogue change? Self-compassion is not about ignoring areas for growth or avoiding accountability. It's about acknowledging your humanity, embracing your imperfections, and guiding yourself with a nurturing hand as you navigate life's twists and turns. The dance of self-compassion, treating yourself like a close friend. In the vast tapestry of life, self-compassion stands as a thread of exquisite significance. It weaves together the moments of our existence, creating a pattern that speaks to the way we relate to ourselves and the world around us. At its core, self-compassion is a transformative practice that encourages us to treat ourselves with the same kindness, understanding, and care that we readily offer to those we hold dear. It is an art, a dance of the heart that invites us to embrace our humanity and rewrite the narrative of self-judgment. The first steps, recognizing your inner dialogue. Before we embark on the dance of self-compassion, it's crucial to attune ourselves to our inner dialogue. How often do we find our thoughts veering towards self-criticism, perfectionism, or negative self-talk? Imagine if a dear friend confided in you about their struggles, and you responded with the same harsh words you often use on yourself. The realization dawns that we are often the harshest judges of our own character. To begin the dance of self-compassion, take a moment to listen to your thoughts. Notice the words you choose when speaking to yourself. Are they gentle and kind, or do they carry a weight of criticism? By becoming aware of your inner dialogue, you lay the foundation for a more nurturing relationship with yourself. The healing rhythms, kindness in action. As with any dance, self-compassion is a practice that is best understood through action. It's not just a concept to ponder, it's a rhythm to be embodied. Imagine you're holding a delicate flower, your heart. How would you handle it? With care, gentleness, and reverence. This metaphor is a mirror to how you should approach yourself in moments of difficulty. When you make a mistake, when you're facing a challenge, or when life takes an unexpected turn, self-compassion invites you to respond with kindness. Instead of berating yourself for your perceived shortcomings, imagine taking a step back and offering yourself words of understanding. It's okay. You're human, and humans make mistakes. Let's learn and grow from this. Embracing imperfection, a symphony of humanity. In a world that often celebrates perfection, the dance of self-compassion invites us to embrace imperfection as a symphony of our humanity. Every note, every flaw, and every unique aspect of ourselves contributes to the beautiful melody of our existence. Just as a mosaic is made up of diverse pieces, our lives are composed of moments both dazzling and challenging. Imagine yourself sitting with a close friend who is struggling. Would you criticize their imperfections, or would you offer a shoulder to lean on? Would you remind them of their past mistakes, or would you encourage them to look forward with hope? Self-compassion encourages you to extend the same understanding to yourself. Navigating storms with grace, self-compassion, and adversity. Life storms are inevitable, but our response to them is a choice. In the midst of difficulties, the dance of self-compassion becomes a shelter, a refuge where you can find solace and strength. Just as you would offer comfort to a friend caught in a tempest, you can offer yourself the same sense of security. During challenging times, allow yourself to acknowledge your emotions without judgment. Feelings of pain, sadness, and frustration are valid parts of the human experience. By embracing these emotions with an open heart, you create space for healing and growth. Self-compassion doesn't seek to eliminate suffering. Rather, it provides a compassionate embrace that guides you through the darkness. The ripple effect, radiating compassion. As you dance the steps of self-compassion, something beautiful unfolds, a ripple effect that extends far beyond your own heart. When you treat yourself with kindness and understanding, you create a reservoir of love that naturally overflows into your interactions with others. Just as a well-nurtured flower releases its fragrance into the air, your self-compassion infuses your relationships with empathy and grace. Imagine the impact of a society where each individual practiced self-compassion, where judgment was replaced by understanding and criticism by encouragement. By embodying self-compassion, you become an agent of change, contributing to a world that values authenticity and supports growth. A never-ending dance, growing in compassion. The dance of self-compassion is not a destination but a journey, an ongoing exploration of how you can cultivate a kinder relationship with yourself. Like any skill, it requires practice, patience, and a willingness to learn. There will be moments when you stumble, when the steps feel unfamiliar, but remember that every misstep is an opportunity to learn and grow. With time, the dance becomes more fluid, more natural. The moments of self-criticism become less frequent, replaced by moments of self-embrace. As you learn to be a compassionate friend to yourself, you'll find that your inner world becomes a sanctuary, a place of solace and empowerment. In the spotlight of self-compassion, in the spotlight of self-compassion, you stand, a beautiful, complex, and ever-evolving individual. The dance of self-compassion invites you to treat yourself as you would a cherished friend, to extend the same warmth to yourself that you offer to others. In this dance, you'll discover the power to rewrite your inner narrative, to transform self-judgment into self-acceptance, and to nurture a relationship with yourself that is bound by love and understanding. As you continue to waltz through life, may the rhythm of self-compassion guide your steps, allowing you to move with grace through challenges and celebrations alike. And remember, with each act of self-compassion, you're not only enriching your own journey but also contributing to a world that thrives on the beauty of authenticity and empathy. The foundation for fulfillment, nurturing your essence. Picture your life as a grand edifice, a structure built upon a foundation of self-care. When that foundation is strong, the walls of your life stand firm, offering you stability, resilience, and a deep sense of contentment. Self-care isn't just an indulgence, it's the cornerstone of a fulfilling life. Consider the analogy of a tree. The roots of the tree represent your self-care practices, the things that ground you, provide nourishment, and ensure your growth. When those roots are tended to with care, the tree flourishes. Similarly, when you invest time in activities that replenish your energy, foster your passions, and honor your boundaries, you create the optimal conditions for your own growth and fulfillment. Embracing the holistic tapestry of well-being. As you journey further into the world of self-care, you'll discover that it's not a one-size-fits-all prescription. Your self-care practices should be as unique as you are, reflecting your preferences, needs, and aspirations. It's about listening to the whispers of your heart and responding with intention. Self-care goes beyond momentary pleasure. It's about nurturing a state of well-being that ripples through every facet of your life. When you prioritize self-care, you're not only enhancing your own life but also enriching the lives of those around you. Just as a candle's flame grows brighter when it's shared, your light shines more brilliantly when you're fueled by self-love and care. Building a strong foundation, the power of self-care. Imagine your life as a grand edifice, a masterpiece of architecture that stands as a testament to your journey. Every brick, every beam, every intricate detail is a reflection of your experiences, your aspirations, and your choices. Now, picture this structure built upon a foundation that isn't made of stone or concrete, but rather of something intangible yet immensely powerful, self-care. Just as the foundation of a building supports its entire structure, the foundation of self-care supports the life you create. In a world that's constantly moving, shifting, and demanding, it's easy to overlook the significance of self-care. It's not uncommon to view it as an indulgence reserved for moments of relaxation or leisure. But let's delve deeper into this concept. Self-care isn't just about pampering yourself, it's about creating a robust foundation for a life that's rich with purpose, joy, and fulfillment. Imagine your life as a house with walls that need to stand strong against the winds of challenges and uncertainties. The strength of those walls is directly connected to the foundation on which they rest. Similarly, the stability and resilience you experience in life are directly related to the strength of your self-care practices. When your foundation is solid, you're better equipped to weather the storms that come your way. The roots of nourishment, your self-care practices. Think of a towering tree. Its majestic presence is the result of years of growth, but what often goes unnoticed are its intricate roots that spread deep beneath the surface. These roots anchor the tree, provide it with nourishment, and enable it to flourish. Similarly, your self-care practices are like the roots of your life. They ground you, nourish your soul, and provide the sustenance needed for your growth. When you engage in activities that replenish your energy, you're giving yourself the nutrients needed to thrive. These activities could be anything from spending time in nature to practicing mindfulness, from pursuing a creative passion to nurturing your relationships. Just as a tree's roots need water, sunlight, and nutrients to flourish, your self-care practices need attention and intention to nourish your well-being. creating the optimal conditions for growth. Imagine a gardener tending to a plant. They carefully prune the leaves, provide the right amount of water, and ensure the plant receives adequate sunlight. This care isn't a one-time event, it's a continuous process that nurtures the plant's growth. Similarly, self-care isn't a fleeting act, it's an ongoing commitment to creating the optimal conditions for your own growth and fulfillment. When you set boundaries that protect your well-being, when you engage in activities that ignite your passions, and when you prioritize rest and rejuvenation, you're essentially nurturing your own growth. Just as a well-tended garden yields vibrant blooms, a life cultivated through self-care yields a sense of purpose, joy, and contentment. In your exploration of self-care, you'll discover that it's not a one-size-fits-all prescription. It's not a checklist of tasks to complete, it's a personalized journey that reflects your individuality. Just as no two trees are alike, your self-care practices should mirror your preferences, needs, and aspirations. Listening to the whispers of your heart becomes an essential part of this journey. What activities bring you joy? What moments make you feel most connected to yourself? As you answer these questions, you're weaving a unique tapestry of well-being. Each thread represents a choice you make to honor yourself, to invest in your growth, and to create a life that resonates with authenticity. The ripple effect of self-care, illuminating your light. As you invest in your self-care, something remarkable happens. The light within you begins to burn more brightly. Just as a candle's flame casts a warm glow, your self-care practices infuse your life with a radiance that touches every aspect. Your relationships deepen, your work becomes more fulfilling, and your overall sense of well-being blossoms. Imagine this light spreading beyond the borders of your own life. When you're fueled by self-love and care, you become a source of inspiration for those around you. Your example encourages others to embrace their own well-being, creating a ripple effect that extends far beyond your immediate circle. Just as a candle's flame can ignite many others, your commitment to self-care can ignite positive change in the world. As you stand on the threshold of self-care, envision the grand edifice of your life rising before you. The bricks of your experiences, the windows of your dreams, and the doors of your relationships are all supported by the foundation of self-care. This foundation isn't just a passive layer, it's a living, breathing force that nurtures your essence and empowers you to navigate life's challenges with grace. So, dear reader, as you continue to build the structure of your life, remember the importance of a strong foundation. Nurture it with self-care, tend to it with intention, and watch as the walls of your existence stand firm against the winds of change. Just as a tree grows tall and a garden blooms beautifully when cared for, your life flourishes when you invest in the cultivation of your well-being. Your ongoing journey of self-care. As you navigate the pages of your life, remember that you are both the author and the protagonist. Each chapter is an opportunity to deepen your relationship with yourself, to sow seeds of self-compassion, and to nurture the essence of who you are. Embrace self-care as a lifelong journey, an ever-evolving exploration of what it means to honor your well-being. So, the next time you find yourself drawn to the comfort of a bubble bath or the allure of scented candles, remember that self-care is far more than these moments. It's a symphony of self-compassion, a mosaic of nurturing practices, and a journey of discovering and cherishing your authentic self. Just as a garden flourishes with careful attention, your life flourishes when you tend to your own needs, desires, and dreams. And so, dear reader, may you embark on this path of self-care with a heart full of gentleness, a spirit brimming with curiosity, and a soul ready to embrace the profound essence of nurturing your inner garden.